Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ravneet. Today we are doing the very first update of Graveyard Project Pan. This project is started by Emily and this is supposed to last until the Halloween. Before we get started with the update, if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel because I make a lot of project panning videos. I just want to apologize for continuously changing the backgrounds. It's just because this room has really good noise insulation, or maybe I would say this is far from more of the noisy sources, because in the living room I would hear a lot of noises of the vehicles passing by the road and also airplanes, because I really live close by an airport. I apologize for that, and in the events when it's like much noisier in the living room, I prefer filming here. And also it's summertime, so AC makes a lot of noise and it is much more audible in the living room than in this room, so I hope you understand. Now let's get on with the update. In this project, we have two categories. One is collecting cobwebs and the other one is resurrection. So collecting cobwebs is just like very old products that are not getting used. The products that will fall into resurrection category are the ones that were in your previous project pans, but you did not hit your goal on them, or maybe you hit your goal and now you just want to use them further. In this project, you can have up to 10 products. There's no limit, it's totally personal and you can just customize the products according to your needs. I was working on a bunch of products in this project. Let's start with the collecting cobwebs products. These are the products that I have made some progress, but it is not as significant as the progress that I have on my other category, which is resurrection. Starting with the very first product in collecting cobwebs, it is this lipstick from NYX. It's in their soft matte lip cream and the shade is Rome. I really like this lipstick and my goal is to finish it. So far I have used it 18 times in total. There is no way to see the progress on this one because the packaging is not transparent. It is really opaque, so I'm not sure where I am at or how much product is left in this one. I guess we'll just find out. The next lipstick I have is this from NYX again. It's in their soft matte lip cream formula and the shade is called Sao Paulo. I wanted to use it like 50 times in total during this project, and so far I have 11 uses on this one. I mean, not too bad, but yeah, I would love to use it more. And if you want to know more details about all these products, you can check out the intro. I will link it down below. And the last product in the collecting cobwebs is this bronze eyeliner. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, I don't know the brand because it is super old and the letters are all worn off, so I do not have any information on its whereabouts. My goal is to finish this up completely, and every time I use it, I just use it as an eye base or just to lay some shimmer on top of this one, and it's working so far really well for that. I use it on my lower lash line sometimes. I mean, I've been using it in a mixed way. If I'm using it on the lid, I have to sharpen it after each application. As you can see, it's not sharpened today because I did use it today, and that's why you can probably see a little green tint on this one because I just used it on top of my eyeshadows, like on top of the green eyeshadow, and I just laid it as a base for my lid color, and I think it really made an impact because my eyeshadow is looking so wet. I am loving it. Maybe it's not translating as nicely as on the camera, but yeah, in real life it looks really great. At least I really like it. I have used it a total of 17 times, and let's see how much progress I was able to make with this one. I think at the starting this was here and we made some significant progress. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it completely, but I'll try my best because I really enjoy working with this one. It's just like, I forget to use it as an eye base. And sometimes I'm just lazy, you know, I just avoid that extra step of putting it down as a base. But yeah, that's where we are at with this eyeliner. Now let's move on to my resurrection category. So in this first item we had was this, I'm saying was, gray eyeshadow, and this is how it looked like in the intro. And I am happy to report that I was able to finish it. With that, I have the entire palette empty. I am super excited to have another empty palette in my panning journey. So this was e.l.f. Matte for Matte, like their original Matte for Matte palette. It was good, it was good. Like it was really neutral for me and a lot of shades were similar, so I just like frankened them. But I am super excited to be calling this done. I am so excited to have like this empty palette. So from last time, it took me 17 uses to completely finish this eyeshadow. I used it in my outer corners, on my lower lash line, as an all over lid shade. I used it in all the ways possible. I think I can really say that I enjoyed using it, but I was kind of like getting a little bit sick of using it every day. I mean, if not every day, then most of the times. But yeah, all of that dedication paid off with this empty palette. We are not done yet. So for my eyeliner, this eyeliner was, it's a white eyeliner from Wet n Wild. It was in my Labor of Love It 2021 project pan, and I wanted to use it half in that project, but I was not able to do so. But I guess in this project, my goal is also to use half of what was left. I think I'm making really good progress. I am getting a more gist of using it. I'm not just using it in my like inner corners. I am using it as a base, like I'm using it inside my eyes. I'm not using it today, but yeah, I'm using it that way. I'm using it on my lower lash line. Sorry, not lower lash line, on my waterline. And I think I've been making really good progress with this one. Like it is really slow going, but yeah, it has really become way shorter than it was in the beginning of this project. I have used it the total of 27 times in this project. This is where we were with the starting of this project. Let's see. I think I used almost an inch of this product, which I am really optimistic about that I'll be able to use half of the product, like, or at least half of where we started off with this one. So yeah, exciting progress on the eyeliner. And the other product in my resurrection category is this pink lip liner from AOA Studio. It's in the shade called Crush, and my goal for this one is to finish it. This was in my Labor of Love It project pan last year again, and I think in that project I want to finish did I wanted to finish it or wanted to use half of it? I don't remember. But yeah, in this project I want to finish it, and I think it's really doable because I have made a lot of progress in this one. This is where it was during the intro of this project, like that's the one, the lower line. And this is where we are today. I think I have made a lot of progress on this one, and the main reason is that it is really creamy. I have to sharpen it a lot, and I think that's why it's going really quickly. I am also pairing it with my other lipsticks, which are these NYX ones. They're also in this project. I think it really pairs well with both of them. If I pair it with this lipstick called Rome, it really transforms it from like a nude shade to a pinky nude shade. I really like it for that purpose. I have used it the total of 15 times, and I'm so surprised how much progress I was able to make in the 15 uses. So yeah, I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to get it done. Now let's move on with more exciting part. I mean, shall we do a little dance? Okay, never mind. but it's not empty, but it's a gold matte. So if you remember, my last product in the resurrection category was this elf matte for matte eyeshadow palette, and I had like 5 eyeshadows in this one without pan, and I wanted to hit pan on all of them, which I am happy to report that I was able to do so. Exciting! So this is how it's looking like today. You can see all of those pans. I have pan on all of these eyeshadows in this palette. I really love this palette. Like, I really love this palette. It is so much nicer quality, regardless the price. Like, it's not good for the price, it's just good, and it is really comparable to my high-end eyeshadows. The quality on this one is far better than the original matte for matte palette, because that was really hard pressed, and this one, it's not like loosely pressed. It's not like, you know, you're gonna tap your brush and the shadow's gonna fly off everywhere, but it is really nice. Like, it's in between, and you can still get a lot of color payoff without having to, you know, layer, like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And sadly, this did not get enough hype when it was launched. Like, the original matte for matte got a lot of hype, and that's why I think I got that. But I think this one deserves the hype. So if you're looking for like a matte palette with the warmer undertones, it's gonna make a really nice palette for that. You can get really standalone matte looks from this one, and also it's going to be a great companion palette. I would highly recommend it. Like, I reach for this palette over my Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette, and I think I have a couple other palettes with the warmer undertones. I still prefer this. That says something. Enough of singing praises for this one, which it truly deserves. Let's go on with how many times I have used each eyeshadow to get the pan. So the first eyeshadow that I hit pan on this one was this pink eyeshadow. I used it total of 7 times to get the pan. It already had a huge dip, that really helped. So I was able to get the pan, and I used it, I guess, a few more times to kind of expand the pan. And the next pan I hit was on this black eyeshadow. I really like this black in here. It's so blendable, it's so effortless. I can use it in my outer V or like on the lower lash line as a liner without a fuss. It's really great black. I really like it. So I also used it 7 times to get the pan, and probably I used it a few more times as well. And for the next eyeshadow that I hit pan on is this eyeshadow in the taupey sort of color, and I used it 6 times to get the pan. Again, this is one of the eyeshadow that had some uses, because this palette was in my Pan Those eyeshadow palettes or Pan Those palettes project pan last year, which was a short project. I did not continue with that project just because some of the personal reasons. I was away from YouTube, from panning. Nonetheless, the next eyeshadow we hit pan on is this eyeshadow called Mustard. It's not called anything, it doesn't have any names, but I'm just like iterating the shades of these ones. It's a really pretty shade. I mean, all of the shades are pretty. So I used it 11 times to get that pan. I also used it a few more times as well. The last shade we hit pan on this was this brown shade. Like, this did not have a lot of uses before the starting of this project. So I used it 17 times to get the pan, and I did not use it after that. Let's take a quick look on this palette as a whole, because I can't get over looking at this palette, because look at all the pans. That is really exciting. Let's get to the new roll-ins. So I finished 2 products in my resurrection category. I mean, not finished. I finished one product, but the other product I met all of my goals on. So for the first one that I finished, I just want to bring in this lipstick from Wet n Wild. It's not in their original packaging. Like, it's really old. Uh, this is all of the lipstick that's left in here. I mean, its original packaging was broken, so I just transferred the lipstick in this packaging. It's really sturdy. I mean, the packaging, not the lipstick. But the shade on this lipstick is really pretty as well. Let me give you guys a swatch. See how effortless that went. It's smooth. It lasts on me for a decent amount of time, and I want to finish it. The reason why this is in the Resurrection category is because it was in my Labor of Love It project pan last year, and I was not able to finish it in that project. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish it in this project. I have other lipsticks in this project that I'm ignoring, and they're like, that's me bringing in new lip products, ignoring the other ones. But yeah, I really think I can finish it, and this is the color I enjoy a lot. I think I'll really miss it once it's gone. It's in the shade called In the Flesh. That's a new roll in. And for the other roll in, I brought this eyeshadow palette again. Don't hate me for it, because I've been featuring this a lot. I think you would have probably guessed it already. It's the Baby Yoda palette. It's the ColourPop Star Wars Mandalorian the Child palette. I just rolled it out in my 50 Shades of Green because my goal was to use all of the green shades in here 10 times each, and I was able to do that. And during that project, I hit a pan in this palette. So I am anticipating to hit pan on another eyeshadow in here. So this is how the palette is looking like. We have pan on this shade called Precious Cargo. I want to hit pan on this eyeshadow called the Baby Face. There's already a good dip going on in here, but these eyeshadows are really hard to hit pan in my opinion, because this one took forever. Like, the Precious Cargo took forever. And I think the eyeshadows are really deep. So let's see if I'll be able to hit pan on this one. I mean, I can hit pan on this one if I use it consistently, but we'll see how long it's gonna take me to get there. I think this is going to be a really nice shade for summer, and I am working on my other 50 Shades of Green eyeshadows. Sorry, the eyeshadows in my 50 Shades of Green project pan, and it's going to pair really well with those. The other days when I'm not wearing, let's say, a green eyeshadow necessarily, I would still prefer to put it in the inner sort of section on my eyes. I think it really looks pretty, and it's summer, so it's going to look a lot summery. I would love to have more pans in this palette. Let's swatch it as well. That's how it's currently looking like. Yeah, it's barely visible, but I think it's going to really look nice over a white base. As of now, this has featured in multiple project pans, I think. So yeah, it is a really good roll in for the Resurrection category. That was everything I had for this update. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching my video. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.